Hello, this is Kelly again, and I have some more issues that I'd like to address. Now, this topic today will be about the gays. Now, I have no problem if a person wants to be gay. Yes, I understand what the Bible says. Yes, I've read about Sodom and Gomorrah and all that, and I've read about it. I read about it saying that gays are an abomination and all that. I have heard those comments. I have read those things. And what I got from Sodom and Gomorrah is that they were they wanted to tear the city down because they were upset about their wanting to rape the men in the area that were new to the area. That's what they wanted to do. That's what I got. Was that they didn't like them raping people. That's what I took out of it. That's what I got. You can infer your own thing from it. Now, the abomination thing, I can't really speak on. I have no clue about what he might have meant and what he didn't mean when they put that in the Bible. I got no clue, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to speculate on that piece of the Bible. But I have no problem with them. I have no problem with how you want to live your life. How you want to live your life is fine by me. I like gays. They're cool people, and I have no problem with them. But what I do have a problem with is people's attitude towards them. It seems like people can't get over the fact. Or like if you tell someone that you gay, they try to make the situation about them. Try to say like, how come you didn't tell me you was gay and I'm not gay, and were you having thoughts about me? I'm sorry, but if a person who is gay did like you or had thoughts about liking you, what can you do about that? I'm sure you've been around plenty of gay men that you didn't know were gay that had thoughts of liking you or thoughts of messing around with you or whatever. I'm sure you can live with it. I'm sure you've been around those types of men. You don't even know that you've been around those types of men. But don't try to make their situation your situation by making them feel like crap because you feel bad because you can't handle it. What we need to do is come together as people, black, white, Latino, Arabic, whatever race you are. We need to come together as people, and we need to be more tolerant of people. And it seems that people are trying to be a little bit more tolerant, but they're not being as tolerant as they could. People are still going around calling each other faggots and saying, man, that's gay, and all this other crap. And they're still saying words, and they're still doing it. And personally, I feel that if you are gay, you're still the same person. There's nothing that's changed about you. What's changed about you? What has changed about you? What has really changed? Okay, so you don't like screwing women no more and you screw guys. Or you don't like screwing guys no more and you screw women. That's the only thing that changed about you. You are still that fun, sweet, loving person that I knew before then. Being gay doesn't change anything about you. Doesn't make you any different whatsoever. Besides, now I know that when I see a female and I'm thinking, hey, she wearing a low-cut skirt, and I'm thinking, oh, that's not classy. You might be thinking, ooh, that's sexy as hell. Ooh, I'm into that. Ooh, I tap that in a heartbeat. Or when I see a man that looks good, I just know that my friend standing right next to me is checking out that same dude probably also. And probably thinking that man is attractive. But I do have a problem with the way people have been treating gay people. They've been online saying horrible, on YouTube saying horrible, mean, nasty things about them. Well, I'm sorry, but I have something to say about this. If you are on YouTube, if you are on YouTube, and you saw and you went to some video about gays or something like that, you already knew there was going to be gays in the video. The fact that you go on there to spew your venomous hate means nothing. You knew there were gays there before you came there. So obviously you came there to check it out because maybe you have feelings towards men. And maybe you feel upset, because I do believe that some straight men have feelings towards men, and they are upset that the gay men are out there living their life, doing their thing, and having a good time. They have a problem with that. So what they do is they go out there and they be hateful. They gay bash. They beat. They hit. They punch. They shove. They do whatever they can to make them feel less about themselves because they feel horrible that they are dealing with these feelings and they have no one to talk to. I think it's sad that you have no one to talk to when you are gay. I think it's sad that when you try to go to your pastor, all he keeps telling you about what the Bible says and what this said. No, they don't need to hear what the Bible says. They've heard it a lot of times before. They still gonna have those feelings. Do you think people just turn off their feelings? You never asked a straight person to turn off their feelings towards a straight female. You never tell a straight man, could you please stop liking females and start liking men? You never tell a female, could you please stop liking men and start liking females? Just turn those feelings off. All you gotta do is pray them away. It'll be just fine. Just pray them away. How about a little electric shock therapy for you? That'll make you stop liking guys. That'll make you stop liking females. No, you never asked him to do that. So why in the hell would you ask another man who is gay to just stop liking males? Just cut out with the males. The males are finished. We are not liking any more males anymore. That is ridiculous to me. You would never, ever, ever tell a person who is straight to do that. So why would you expect us to do that? And I also have more problems to address about gays. Now, your family might not like you anymore. Okay. But if they really your true family, I mean true family. If they really love you, they will like you no matter what you are. They will put their petty differences aside and they will like you. And if your family can't ride or die for you, then you need to cut them loose. Because at the end of the day, you have to look out for you. What's best? What's in the best interest of you? Not what's in the best interest of your family. Because your family is not living your life. You are. You live your own life. No one else can live it for you, sweetheart. And if you want to live your life miserable, but then that's just fine. You be miserable. But don't try to make someone else miserable because you're miserable. And if your family can't support you, if you want to live your life happy, and what makes you happy is being with the same sex, well then that's fine. They can go jump in the lake. Because at the end of the day, all you have to depend on is yourself, not your family. When you get 18 and you move out that house, you is not going to base every single decision that you make on your family. You're not going to be like, will my mom like me if I got this job tomorrow? Will my daddy respect me if I decide to work in a bar? No, you going to be like I have bills to pay. Student loans are coming up shortly. I'm almost out of school. Tuition is due. I got books that I need to pay for. Let me get this job in this bar. Not with my mama or my daddy like it if I got this job in a bar. You could really care less about that. But I do think that if your family can't respect your decision, I know it's going to be hard to have to cut them loose. I say cut them loose because you might have to take a break from your family and wait till they can deal with their petty little issues. Because I believe that if your family can't deal, obviously they're being petty. They're only thinking about themselves. They're thinking about what would this do to our family? And how would our family be affected? Not how you're going to be affected because you are the one that's gay. You're the one that has to live your lifestyle this way. No one ever thinks about you. No, they want to think about themselves. They want to think about all their little petty little things. Fine, you go ahead. You be petty. And my mom and I didn't have any issues with being gay or anything like that. But my mom did come to me and she asked me was I gay because I didn't have any male suitors when I was young. But that's because every guy thought I was ugly. Most of the guys thought I was ugly. The only guys that wanted to rock with me were too old for me. They were 40, 30 years old. Those were the only guys that was hitting on me. And they were way too old for me. Extremely. But a lot of them thought I was cute at 10, thought I was cute at 12, thought I was cute at 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, but any guy my age thought I was ugly. And my mom came to me and asked me if I was gay. And I told my mom, I said, I'm not gay, Mom, but it's good that you respect my decision if I was gay. And my mom said she'd throw me out the house and she'd never talk to me again. And I'm not even gay. And when I was young, and when I was in school, I got called gay quite often. I am not gay. I do have a man. As I told you in my first video blog, I do have a man. I'm not gay. But apparently, if I was, I would be outcast from my whole family. No one would have liked me at all, especially my mother. And that actually hurt. I'm not gay. But it hurt to know that my mother would treat me in that kind of way if I was. It really did. It really hurt. And I'm not even gay. So imagine how another gay person would feel if their family told them that they would discontinue them from their life. Be like, so we gonna cut the cord with you. We gonna cut the strings and we never gonna talk or see you again. But if your family does choose to tell you that they don't want to talk to you anymore, well then fine. Say, cool. That's cool if that's what you want to do. You're not going to change their mind. Begging and pleading is not going to help them. They already got their mind made up that they're not rocking with you no more. So if they're not rocking with you, then you need to jump ship and move on someplace else. And don't be afraid that people talk shit about you. You need to rise above that. And people say you're supposed to forget. You're supposed to move on and forget. Well, it's hard to move on and forget. Words hurt. People don't think words hurt. Whoever says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, they lying. Because they do hurt. They hurt every time you hear. They hurt when you get called ugly. They hurt when you get called a faggot. They hurt when you get called a dyke. When you get called a fudge packer. When you get called the N. You be called the nigger. When you called a hoe, a bitch, whatever. Those words hurt. They all hurt. And they don't stop hurting just because you grow up and you move on and things are a little different. No. They still hurt. People always say move on, just forget. Well, it's hard to move on. Because the words sting. They cut like knives. They do. Cut like knives in the back. It hurts even more when your friends are the ones saying these words. Well, your family is the one saying these words when they're making fun of you because of who you are and what you are. And though it might be sad, you might have to cut ties with those people because they're not good for your life. And that's all I wanted to say about it. Tell me how you feel. I know I kind of ramble at times, but I feel very passionate about about things that goes on. And especially towards the gay community. I like them. I have no problem with them. I'm not going to stop talking to somebody because they tell me they're gay. I'm just going to be wondering why you didn't tell me sooner, knowing that I have no problem and that I like gays. They are free to be who they want to be. They out here living their lives. Most of the gays, they happy. They doing well. The only gays I don't like is the ones that act like they better than somebody. That don't seem to like women. It's like you trying to be one of me. You trying to act like a female, but you tripping because. But you tripping because you around females. That's the only gays I don't like. The gay men that be acting all funny around other women. It's like, but you trying to be me, sweetheart. So why is you acting funny? That's all I had to say about my situation.